At 1:47 a.m., my wife walked through the front door smiling like nothing had happened. She kissed my cheek, dropped her purse on the table, and casually said, "The party was amazing." I smiled back. But when she went upstairs, I noticed something through the window. Her car was still parked outside, and there was something on the back seat that I had never seen before. Something that would completely change what I thought I knew about my marriage. My name is Daniel, and I had been married to Rachel for 6 years. We weren't perfect, but I honestly believed we were happy. At least that's what I thought. For the past few months, Rachel had been working late more often. She started guarding her phone, changing her password, and suddenly paying much more attention to how she dressed before going to work. Whenever I asked if something was wrong, she'd smile and say, "You're imagining things." So when she told me about her company's annual party, I didn't question it. "Don't wait up," she said that evening. "It might run late." I kissed her goodbye. "Have fun," she smiled. "I will." That night, I stayed awake longer than I intended. At nearly 2 a.m., I heard her car pull into the driveway. Rachel entered quietly, thinking I was asleep. But I was watching from the hallway. She looked nervous. Not drunk, not tired. Nervous. She went upstairs, and that's when I saw something through the window. A black man's jacket was lying across the back seat. I froze. Rachel didn't own that jacket. I walked outside. The driver's door was unlocked. I opened it and looked inside. There was a faint smell of expensive cologne. Then I noticed a small envelope on the floor. My hands started shaking. Inside was a hotel key card. Rachel's name wasn't on it, but the name printed underneath the company logo was familiar. Ethan Miller, her department manager. The same man she had repeatedly called just a coworker. I stood there in the driveway, staring at that card. Suddenly, every late night made sense. Every secret phone call. Every time she turned her screen away from me. I wanted to storm inside and demand answers. But something stopped me. I needed the truth. The next morning, Rachel came downstairs like nothing had happened. "Good morning," she said. I looked at her. "Did you have a good night?" She smiled. "Yeah, why?" I reached into my pocket and placed the hotel key card on the table. Her smile disappeared. For several seconds, neither of us spoke. Then she whispered, "Where did you get that?" "Your car." Her face went pale. "Daniel, I can explain." I laughed bitterly. "That sentence usually means there's a lot to explain." She sat down. Then she started crying. But I wasn't ready to forgive her. "Tell me everything." Rachel finally admitted it. The affair had started 3 months earlier. Ethan had been flirting with her at work, and eventually she crossed a line. But then she said something I wasn't expecting. The party wasn't the first time we met outside work. My stomach dropped. "How many times?" She looked at the floor. "More than I can count." That answer hurt more than anything else. Not because she had fallen for someone, because she had looked me in the eyes every single day and lied. I asked her the one question I had been afraid to ask. "Did you love him?" She wiped her tears. "I don't know." I stood up. "Then you should have figured that out before destroying our marriage." She reached for my hand. "Please don't leave." I stepped away. "You didn't think about me when you were with him." The room became silent. I took my keys and walked toward the door. Behind me, Rachel whispered, "Where are you going?" I stopped. "Somewhere I don't have to wonder if the person beside me is telling the truth." I left that morning. 3 days later, Rachel sent me a message. She said Ethan had stopped answering her calls. The company had discovered their relationship, and he had been transferred to another office. But by then, none of that mattered to me. The truth had finally come out. And strangely, the thing that revealed everything wasn't a suspicious text or a confession. It was one forgotten jacket, one hotel key card, and a secret she thought would never be found. Sometimes you don't need to catch someone in the act. Sometimes the truth simply gets left behind in the car.